Welcome to the first episode of our series on Islamic finance contracts. This introductory episode sets the stage by exploring the guiding principles of Islamic finance, the role of accounting and auditing organization for Islamic financial institutions, and why well-structured contracts are essential in ensuring fairness, transparency, and Shari'ah compliance. Introduction to Islamic finance contracts. Overview of Islamic finance principles. To understand the unique nature of Islamic finance contracts, it's essential to first grasp the foundational principles that make Islamic finance distinct from conventional finance systems. Prohibition of Riba interest. At the heart of Islamic finance is the strict prohibition of Riba, or interest, which is viewed as an unjust gain without bearing any real risk. In conventional finance, interest is a fixed, predetermined charge that lenders impose on borrowers, regardless of the outcome of the investment or project. Islamic finance emphasizes a fair and ethical approach where returns are not guaranteed, but rather earned through sharing in the risks and rewards of real economic activity. This prohibition encourages financial transactions that are equitable and reflective of the real value generated from economic activities, rather than from speculative or excessive gains through debt alone. Profit and loss sharing. Islamic finance promotes partnerships and contracts that are based on profit and loss sharing. This shared risk and reward principle is intended to foster mutual accountability and cooperation between parties, as opposed to one-sided contracts where only one party, typically the lender, stands to benefit, irrespective of the outcome. This approach ensures that both parties remain motivated towards the success of the venture, as profits are earned ethically through successful projects, while losses are shared equitably as asset-backed financing. Unlike conventional finance, which often allows the trading of debt and derivative instruments, Islamic finance requires that transactions be backed by tangible assets. This asset-backed nature of Islamic finance contracts ensures that financial activities are linked to real economic value, discouraging excessive speculation and protecting the market from volatile fluctuations. Ethical investment and social responsibility. Islamic finance emphasizes ethical investments that are in line with Sharia values, prohibiting investments in sectors considered harmful or unethical, such as alcohol, gambling, or tobacco. This ensures that financial activities contribute positively to society and avoid sectors that may harm individuals or communities. Additionally, Islamic finance encourages investments that support social and environmental well-being, like sustainable agriculture or affordable housing. Real economic activity and risk sharing. Central to Islamic finance is the requirement for real economic activity and risk sharing. Transactions must involve actual goods or activities that contribute value to the economy. Unlike speculative transactions in conventional finance, where risk is often shifted entirely to one party, Islamic finance mandates that all parties bear some level of risk. This creates an environment of responsibility and transparency, as gains can only be earned through ethical and productive ventures. This structure discourages excessive risk-taking and promotes financial stability by ensuring that all economic activity is productive, tangible, and socially responsible. These core principles establish a framework that is ethical, transparent, and aligned with Sharia, ensuring that Islamic finance remains fair, community-centered, and sustainable. Transparency and adherence to Sharia. AOAFI. Established in 1991, AOAFI is an international organization that provides standards and guidelines for Sharia-compliant financial activities. Purpose of AOAFI. This primary objective is to ensure that Islamic finance practices are Sharia-compliant, meaning they adhere to the ethical, moral, and legal teachings of Islam. As Islamic finance gains popularity globally, AOAFI's role in standardizing practices becomes increasingly important, ensuring that institutions worldwide operate within a consistent framework. By offering guidelines across various types of contract, AOAFI confidently structure products that are universally recognized as Sharia compliant. Scope of AOAFI's guidance. AOAFI provides standards across several domains, including accounting, auditing, governance, and ethics, with a specific focus on Sharia-compliant contracts. The organization's standards cover the specifics of contracts like murabaha, musharaka, mudaraba, ijara, and more, giving financial institutions a roadmap to maintain both ethical integrity and legal compliance. These standards offer clarity on aspects such as permissible profit margins, asset requirements, the handling of losses, and the responsibilities of each party within a contract, ensuring global consistency with Islamic finance institutions across different countries can offer similar products that comply with Shari'ah, promoting global consistency. This helps investors and clients to trust that their financial dealings meet Islamic ethical guidelines, no matter where they are conducting business. By EOAFI to fairness and ethical behavior, building credibility and trust within the broader financial community. In each episode of this series, we will reference EOAFI standards relevant to the specific contracts discussed, so you can understand how Sharia compliance is maintained in practice. Why contracts matter in Islamic finance. Contracts are the foundation of Islamic finance transactions. Each contract formalizes the relationship between parties, ensuring that all transactions are transparent, accountable, and Sharia compliant. Accountability and transparency. Well-structured contracts hold each party accountable by clearly defining their roles, responsibilities, and terms of the transaction. Transparency in contracts helps prevent misunderstandings and disputes, as all parties are aware of their obligations and rights. This structured approach fosters trust and accountability, ensuring a fair process for all involved. Sharia compliance. Contracts in Islamic finance must align with Sharia principles, including fairness, ethical conduct, and mutual benefit. Unlike conventional finance contracts that may impose interest or unfair terms, Islamic finance contracts are carefully structured to avoid riba, uncertainty, kara, and exploitation. Sharia compliance is not just about following rules, it's about ensuring that financial transactions reflect the ethical teachings of Islam, fostering relationships based on trust, fairness, and cooperation. Documentation and legal clarity. Proper documentation in contracts provides legal clarity and ensures enforceability. Each contract includes detailed clauses specifying terms, payment schedules, asset handling, and termination procedures, offering a clear legal framework to resolve any disputes. This ensures all parties understand their roles, preventing future disagreements over asset management. Ethical financial dealings. Islamic finance contracts are crafted to reflect ethical values, encouraging investments that contribute positively to society. These contracts restrict investments in harmful or unethical industries, like gambling or alcohol, and promote projects that support public welfare, like affordable housing or sustainable development. By formalizing these ethical guidelines in contracts, Islamic finance distinguishes itself as a socially responsible alternative to conventional finance, prioritizing the well-being of communities.